Hi dieters, my name is Teacher Jenny. I just recorded this video and there was zero sound. So I gotta do this quickly. I'm wearing all black. You may assume that that's because it was a horrible day on the scale, but you'd be wrong because I lost 1.1 pounds this morning. And quite frankly, it was not a surprise. Let me explain why. Yesterday, by the time I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I take my dosage. First thing in the morning, I do my weigh in, and then I teach classes for about 4 hours or so online. And afterwards, I go on the treadmill for an hour. After that, I usually take my next set of drops. All right. By the time I finish classes, I didn't feel like getting on the treadmill and I was hungry. And I couldn't understand that. Like I felt hunger for the first time. So I thought, well, that's odd. Something's off. So I went and I took my second dosage of drops, which now my between 9:30 and 10 o'clock in the morning, but I do get up at 5. So normally I don't take them until like 11:30. But I thought something's going on and I didn't want to eat yet. I didn't want to break my fast. And I just didn't want to eat. So I took my dosage and then I felt better. So then I went on the treadmill after about a half an hour, and I could only do 45 minutes. And I don't do strenuous stuff on the treadmill. I walk. I do put the incline up for the first like 30 minutes of it and then put it down for the last 30 minutes. It's nothing that strenuous. It's just something to kind of keep my muscles from atrophying from not using them on this diet. So it's nothing. It's nothing that's muscle building necessarily, but I guess it's a little bit of cardio as well, just kind of keeping things moving and all that. Overall health, bowel movements, everything. It just seems good to do some walking because I'm pretty homebound or in the car. Like I'm not out doing a whole lot of physical activity. I don't have a job that I'm on my feet all day for. So I feel like for me, it's necessary and probably as much walking as the average person does who doesn't do any exercise that's on hCG. So again, but I could only do about 45 minutes and I felt exhausted and tapped out, which made me very excited because I kept thinking something's happening. Something's going on. Like my body's burning calories right now. I can tell. I could just tell that there was a fat burning process happening at the time. So I was very excited about it. And then I did have a bunch of errands I had to run. So I was gone for multiple hours throughout the day. Came home, had my huge salad. Felt satisfied. Wasn't really hungry going into it, but was excited to eat. Like I was, ready to eat because I had gone all day. Afterwards, I kind of like had this desire, like just not that. I mean, I had my salad later than I normally do because of all the errands I was running. So we were getting closer to like 5 o'clock, and normally I have it between 2 and 4. So it was like 5 o'clock, and then afterwards, I kind of wanted to still eat, but I like kind of self-analyzed and realized I'm not hungry. I have no hunger pains. I have no growling stomach. I have nothing in me that's like, I just felt like I wanted to eat and I hadn't felt that in a while. Like, after a few days of being on this diet, you kind of get in the habit of restrictive eating and getting rid of that mindset of I just want to eat because I like to eat. And that kind of came back. So I found that to be odd. And I kept saying, is this hunger? Is this not hunger? I don't know what's going on. So I took my evening drops a little bit earlier than I normally would. I took them at that point and it did tend to help me subside. So maybe it was hunger. So I took the drops and then I tapped out early. I was asleep by 8:30 last night. So because of that, I was very stoked at 5 o'clock this morning to get on the scale. And indeed, 1.1 pounds. So I don't have another topic to talk about today because I'm on my way to the Amish country with my teenage son. Bless his heart. He's willing to go spend a day with me doing the hay maze and eating at some Amish restaurant and feeding the ducks and getting pumpkins. And it's a tradition I do all the time. I have 2 girls that are now out of the house. One in college, one graduated from college, and they're nowhere nearby. So it's just he and I, and he said, sure, I'll go. Bless his heart. So, I'm going to the Amish country where they use lard to make everything. Everything. how's that gonna do? As you know, on day 6 on the diet on my last round, I fell off the wagon by having a chicken wrap when I was out to lunch with my father. Typically in the normal world, we would think chicken wrap, healthy, option, and yeah, um, mm-mm. It took me a long time, like at least 5 days, to recover from eating that chicken wrap on this diet. So I'm a little nervous about that. Here's my goal: we are going to go eat at the Amish restaurant called the Barn. It's in a big barn, you know, Amish made food, but I'm just going to get the salad bar, you know. Shoot me now. I am going to smell everything, all the pies, all the breads, all the homemade mashed potatoes, gravy, the meats. I'm going to smell it all, but I am going to choose to have the salad bar, and I'm going to make wise choices on that salad bar, and I am not going to eat the bread on the sidebar. I'm not even going to look at it. That's what I'm going to do. So I might take a couple pieces of bread and then feel good about going out to the duck pond afterward and feeding them to the ducks. That's my goal. We'll see how I do tomorrow. I have a feeling that even the salad bar somehow is going to have stuff in it that is going to make my weight not lose tomorrow or possibly go up. Because, you drive into the Amish country and you put on about 4 pounds just driving through. So, okay, that's it. I'll let you know tomorrow how things go. I'm going to do my best to stay on track, and I'm going to tell you up front that in the event something horrible happens, I will not beat myself up over it, because this is all about my son today. It's about a bonding day with your teenage son who's willing to do something normally would be like, really? But said, yeah, I'll go with you. So no matter what amount of weight I gain, I will be okay with it and lose it afterwards if that happens. But that's not my mindset going into this. My mindset is tomorrow is not going to be a weight gain. I'm going to do my best. We'll see how it goes. Check in tomorrow. See you then. Bye.